Welcome to In the Know, unveiling the greatness in you.
Hey everybody, welcome to In the Know, unveiling your greatness in you, y'all. It is that time of year. First of all, it's Monday night. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. It is In the Know, unveiling the greatness in you, and I am your host, Chantel Michelle, and we are here. And as you can see, I'm ready for the holidays, y'all. I look like I'm about to go to a whole holiday party. Whoop, 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 whoop. Anyway, so let me get off myself. I like my hair. All right, so I am so excited to have you here. Please tag, share, and invite someone to tune in to our show tonight. We have a fabulous show tonight. We're going to be talking about relationships. A lot of times, many of us, including me, that loneliness comes. We see everybody booed up there at the mall shopping with they husbands or they boos or they situationships, whatever. For some reason, I look and I be like, oh, they look so cute. They be posting stuff on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all kind of stuff. But, you know, it's natural. God created us to be in relationships. So it's not, but you don't want to get caught where you're getting lonely and you're feeling depressed and oppressed because of this season. So we're going to be talking to relationship specialists or solutionists, Pastor Stephen Russian and Martha Russian. They're our guests. But before then, we're going to be in our segments, The Gospel Truth. So we're going to come back right after this. But go ahead, tag, share, and invite someone. Go ahead to, if you're looking at us on subscribe to us if you're looking at us on YouTube. And also, we really want you all to go look at us at the1.tv. The One, TheOne.tv. Go ahead and we're streaming on there. Go ahead and subscribe so you can be able to watch us there as well and see some of our other shows that we've done all through the year. Y'all, we almost been on a year straight. Doing lives and coming to you on Monday nights at 8 p.m. So you should know, go ahead and tag someone, share, invite. If you're watching us on Facebook, and if you're watching this on a replay, tag, share, invite. And we'll see you all right after this. Hey everybody, welcome back to In the Know, unveiling the greatness in you. I'm your host, Chantel Michelle, and we are back. And I cannot wait, y'all. We have just got out of Thanksgiving a couple of weeks ago. Today is December 6th. So a lot of you had, you done started your holidays, and I don't know what you did, if you had to take a COVID test or anything, but I know Christmas is a lot more people may gather during the Christmas holiday or the holidays, or whether you do Hanukkah. Hanukkah actually ends today, December 6th. It actually started on the 28th of November. So it's a few days. I kind of like Hanukkah better because it really represents who we are as the body of Christ or as Jews. Thank you. And so I just wanted to encourage you all to celebrate Hanukkah, study it, and get up on it. But we won't negate the meaning, the real meaning of this whole season is the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And so a lot of you want to get together with your families, whether you believe in God or not, and I hope you do. But you want to get together with your families in this season. But there are some things that have transpired over the pandemic being one, and maybe you are not ready yet to gather in family settings. But if you are, we want to talk about tonight with relationship. This in our relationship edition on tonight with the Rushings. The Rushings are an amazing couple who have a ministry and they have a calling to relationships. I don't think it's just marriage relationships. They can speak to the whole dynamic of all kind of ships. I like to say kinships, friendships, situationships, romantic relationships, and platonic, those types of things, friendships. So all the ships I believe that in our lives that we may come in contact with. And during the holiday season, especially those who may be All I Want for Christmas Is You is my favorite song around this whole holiday season with Mariah Carey. All I want for Christmas is you, baby. All I want for Christmas is you, baby. All right, so I'm so extra. All right, so anyway, but I'm just saying, some, especially the singles, the spirit of loneliness, not just single, you could be single, divorced, you could be single, widowed, you could be single because you choose to, but there's still something about this season that causes, that particular, spirit to come like really heavy. So we want to talk about that, how to get through that. We want to talk about how to navigate through family relationships and that the kinship side of the ships. And when it comes to this relationships edition, how do we navigate this year? Many of you know during last month on November 8th, America opened up its borders back to international travel, right? So now international travelers can come over as long as you outside of essential or being essential, it just being essential, and for education. Now you can come over as vaccinated international travel. So last month on the news, I was seeing how everybody was at the airport welcoming, like it was like a reunion at the airport, and they were crying and stuff because they hadn't seen their family in 2 years. So a lot of us didn't spend time on the holidays with our, how we all got to go over grandma's house, right? So that didn't happen really last year. For those who snuck and did it, they did, but some just didn't do it. And this year, many families are requiring you to have a COVID test before you come, and have a negative one at that. So we're going to talk to relationship navigators, I like to call them that, and they also have a show here on The One called Pillow Talk. So you got to check them out on Pillow Talk, and we'll talk more about that with them. We're going to welcome to the show tonight none other than their family to me, my cousins, and I love them so much, and I love what God is doing in their lives. None other than Pastor Pastor Stephen Rushing and Dr. Martha Rushing. Welcome to the show. Hey, y'all. Y'all look amazing. I'm so glad you all had time out your busy schedule to come and be with us here on In the Know. So as you know, let's just kind of rewind a little bit. Back in 2021, we're still in 2021, early 2021, God began to illuminate to me that I needed to work on my inside, like invest in yourself. And so the first people I had called on is Martha and Healing Hearts, along with Yvonne Skinner. And they began to work with me through the process of healing my heart. So I just wanted to shout out to you on today, you both. And I know Stephen supports Martha. Pastor Stephen supports his wife, and also what she's doing in business with Healing Hearts. And so I just wanted to tell you both, thank you. That was the start of something really major in my life, in getting healing that little girl, healing those broken places. So I just wanted to say thank you. Now it allows me to be better in my relationships on every level, all the ships. So so first of all, just welcome, and tell us who you are, where you're from, and then we're going to go into the questioning after that.
Awesome. So, oh my goodness, it's such amazing. Thank you so much for having us on the show. So I am Dr. Martha Rushing. I am a psychologist. I have a private practice in Concord, North Carolina. And along with my sister, we have a business, Healing Hearts. And then along with my amazing husband, we have a business called Blending Into One, where we counsel and coach relationships, marriage, PreMarital, and just, relationships, people dating. And so that's what we do together. And we're also the pastors of Butterfly Nation International Ministries here in Concord, North Carolina.
Wow. Awesome. Pastor Stephen.
And my name is Pastor Stephen Rushing. I'm originally from the country of Panama, but of the United States. My father was American. My mother was from there. I was born there. I myself personally, like I said, with my wife, Martha, we do the marriage counseling now. It's blended into one. It's for families, whether they're married with children, without, different races, different countries, different everything.
Wow.
We're just here to help in any way possible. And then myself, I lean more towards counseling the men.
Good. Wow.
I consider myself more, I call myself a marriage solutionist.
Come on, I like that. Okay.
And basically, if a problem is basically just a puzzle, and a solutionist solves puzzles, so that's what I want to do.
I love it. Come on, give it up for the Rushings. And they are here today. I like that. Marriage solutionist. Marriage or relationship solutionist. Oh, that's a tongue tire. Relationship solutionist. Come on, class. Okay, make sure you edit the okay. All right. This is not live, but he know we was live. I'm like, you don't clap some hands. Okay. I'm the only one be firing him on the show. So anyway, so let's talk about. So you're in the holiday season. We're a few weeks out of away from Thanksgiving. So what did you guys? Did you enjoy your Thanksgiving?
It was amazing. Yes.
Awesome.
With some friends at their home.
Awesome. I like the traditional Thanksgiving dinner, which we had. We had the turkey, the dressing, the yams. I made my own dinner at home, and then we spent some time with my family, my parents, and all my siblings, and all the grands. And listen, my parents are about to be grandparents, right? I'm a whole great aunt. One of the grandchildren are having a baby. So, oh, wow. So yeah, so it's growing. But we haven't been we had just got together. We hadn't been together in 2 years as far as Thanksgiving. We, over the summer, because COVID has been lax, the COVID regulations. But we had to take a COVID test. And it's really, and some of the grandchildren, they be like, we got to take this COVID test again. But this is the time we're in. So what do you say to those families who are trying to navigate just getting back together and trying to have some type of normal during the holidays? Let's talk about families first. Whether you're blended, whether you with the grandmother, the matriarch, the grandfather, if he's still alive, the patriarch, and then you have the great grandmother, we have great grandmother, and now great great grandmother. So, I mean, all the generations coming together. Now we have to worry about wear masks and things like that. What is your take on navigating through all of that? What would you say to families about that?
So I believe that we definitely believe in the foundation of family. So I do believe that there are so many different beliefs, now in the community and in families with different beliefs on what they should do as it contains to COVID. So I believe that just to make everybody comfortable and also to keep everybody safe, because a lot of times we think about ourselves, but we also have to think about the older generation. We have to think about the great grandmas and the great grandfathers and the little babies that are just coming into the family. So I think that it is very safe to require a negative COVID test. When me and my husband traveled to his country earlier this year, we had to get a negative COVID test within 72 hours to enter into his country and to enter back into the United States.
Okay.
And that's just to keep the body of that country safe, and then us coming back from foreign land, so we may have things in our home that somebody else may take sick to. So I think that requiring a COVID test, it just keeps everybody safe across the board.
Steve. I love it.
I think for myself, you got to look at it the positive side. Like I said, I want to be a solutionist. So if the problem is I don't want to take the test, I don't want to have to deal with this, I don't want to deal with all of that, think of the positive. Now you're getting the opportunity to spend time with your family because of this.
Right.
God gave a resource, whether you believe in it or not, it doesn't matter.
Right.
God gave a resource that gives you the ability to spend time with family that you may not get another holiday with.
That's good.
So you have to think of it that way. You're getting blessed with an opportunity so that you can come together, whether it's through a plane, through down the street on a road, or if it's another country. If that's the only avenue that you have so that you can enjoy memories that you're going to have for a lifetime while you can, do it. Because if you think back a year ago, so many people were dying because of COVID.
That's true.
And didn't get a chance to spend time together. They were locked in their homes to be safe, but now there's an opportunity. So whether you believe in it or not, think of it as the solution is I get to spend time with those that I love. I get to spend time with those that matter. Yeah. So it doesn't matter about that nonsense that the media has for you. Just think of the family and enjoy your time.
Wow, I totally love the answers, both of you all's answers. Martha saying, think about the great the older generation that our grandparents now, like I said, we have our grandmother's not a great grandmother, and they have sometimes their immune system is not as heightened as some of the younger folk, and then we have the new babies. Oh my God! So we have both spectrums in our family. So that was a really good point. So now I have a solution to tell my children when they complaining about got to take a COVID test. And then with Pastor Rushing said about having the solution be your forefront, have the solution or that positivity, looking at the light at the end of the tunnel, instead of, we got to take this test and we shouldn't have to do, why we got to do this, but no, saying now we get to the time, this is a solution for us to spend time with our family. I love it. Give it up for those answers. Listen, all of you all that's tuning in, please go ahead and tag, share, and invite. We're going to get into some more situations. Not situationships yet. We're going to get into some more talk about relationships during the holidays. So let's talk about those who may not have a companion or family. It doesn't even have to. I know so many people always want to talk about us single folk who might not have a boo. Y'all married. I get it. But you have those even people who have lost their loved ones. We talked about that. People who may just be at home. They don't have it. They're single. They don't even have family to go to. Not church family, anything. So they're at home. How do you deal with the loneliness during the holidays? What would you say to those who are dealing with wanting companionship? Maybe it's just a dog, a cat, anything, a person, just to be able to spend these times with. It seems, if we talk about statistically, that during the holidays, suicide is very prevalent in this time of year because people are just so overwhelmed with not having anyone. What would you say to those? Let Pastor go first.
Okay. If you're not involved in a relationship, if you're not married or even dating with a purpose currently, there's usually family members. If you're the only child, you usually have friends. You want to bring people that are important to you around you, not just anybody. You want to make sure it's people that's around you that's important. You want to surround yourself with those that are going to pour into you, even especially during the holidays, because most times during the holidays where most people have a little bit more cheer in their heart.
Yeah.
So when you bring
That's
those
true.
people around you, you can feed off of each other and pour into each other.
Yeah.
If it turns out that there's absolutely no personal relationship that you have, find a house of God. Find a church that's going to invite you in, have fun with them. During this time of the year, there's plenty of, you can find any church and you're going to hear that choir just
I love it.
crying it out. Silent
Christmas
Night,
carols.
just let it draw you into the house of God.
That's
and
good.
Fellowship with them there. Make new friends there. That's the best place to find friendship. And like you said, also, this is the time of the year that a friend of mine used to work at a shelter. Unfortunately, before the end of the year, they will euthanize a lot of animals because they don't have the room and they need it for the funding for the next year as well.
Wow.
So they do euthanize a lot of animals.
Wow.
This is the best time of the year to adopt a dog, a cat, bird, whatever you might be interested in. And this way, when you're leaving the house of God and worshiping and you're enjoying that fellowship there and you go home, you have a friend wagging his tail waiting for you at the front door.
I love it.
Curl up on the couch and just enjoy a movie.
Wow. So have some, Dr. Martha, what would you say to the women? Talk to the women who are dealing with wanting companionship. Maybe they thought they was gonna get that ring. They hoping for the ring on Christmas Eve. So what would you say to the women or even men too? Maybe y'all could speak to the men too who may be dealing with the loneliness around this time of the year.
So a lot of times, loneliness stems from the thought in our subconscious mind that replays memories of events that we previously did, right?
Say that again.
So
say that again. You guys to say that again. That was good. Wow.
So a lot of times loneliness will stem from our subconscious mind replaying events that we once lived.
Wow.
So we in the holiday times, we begin to remember the time we had as a child with our mother, our father, grandparents, aunts, uncles, our siblings. We begin to remember all of these times. And then our subconscious mind, then it then causes our body, our heart, our soul, and our mind to desire those moments.
That's
and
good.
Then we begin to develop loneliness.
Wow.
Right? So what we have to do in the holiday season is we have to recreate,
Ooh.
not relive where we've been. Excuse me.
But
we have to recreate. We got to develop our own things in the holiday season. What are your desires? What are your likes? Because a lot of times, well, I used to do this with my father. I used to do this with my mother. I used to do this with my grandmother, my grandfather. And then we miss those moments that we cannot relive. And so it causes us to be lonely. And even when we're in a single season, right, we want what we saw our parents have.
Yes,
or if they didn't have a good marriage, we want what we saw our grandparents or maybe your aunties and your uncles.
Or TV,
or maybe
or the media
you have
show.
A sibling.
Right.
Maybe you have a sibling that's happily married and you see them and you want that for yourself in your own life. So then you begin to desire that for you, and it causes loneliness to come over you. So you have to go out and create your happy moments. What are some traditions that you now can implement in your life that will eliminate you being lonely?
Whoa, man.
You want to highlight those creating your own moments, because one thing you don't want to do is fall into the pitfalls that happen with that loneliness. You call that old flame up. You call that old boo up. Hey, what are you doing? No, you don't want to do that, because now your relationship backsliding. You don't want to do that.
We cannot go back. Wow.
So
no cuffing.
Why you create a
no
new,
cuffing. No cutting.
Create
no
something
cuddle
new.
Wow.
No cuddle buddies.
No cuddle buddies.
Nothing like that. No, that's another trap. I was like, I got you. No, don't want that. No, you want to create something new, but with like-minded people that have a purpose. Is what you want to create, those new memories. And you can have a Christmas party at your home. Invite people into your home. Okay. And while you're there, just tell them in advance, hey, when we get here, we're going to do popcorn, we're going to do movies, but we're also going to fellowship. We're also going to praise. And just create your own memories. You can use, like my wife said, the memories, but reinvent them for your own purpose, so it doesn't have any negative connections to it.
Oh my goodness, that is so profound. Give it up for that. Let me tell you. So I love that answer, because I did that a few years ago. I started our own tradition with me and my children, where we will go out and give out gloves and hats to the homeless on Christmas Day. We would get up and we would go out on Christmas Eve, and we would spend play games on Christmas Eve, and just spend time with each other ourselves, and outside of them going over their friend's house or somewhere else, or even over our the bigger picture of the family, we would create our own memories. So I love that answer. So y'all heard it. Y'all heard what the Russian said. Create your own ministries. Don't recreate your own memories. And don't relive the memories of the past that will cause that void. Because you're trying to, at the end of the day, it sounds like you're trying to fill a void. Like, oh, I need this, I need that. Because what they call it, endorphins or whatever, that what makes you feel that way, that happiness and that whole, I want to hug and the gift givings. But let me tell you, I'm just going to give you a little testimony of myself, and maybe we can y'all can walk through this with me. I believe I'm healed, but I will really know in about a week or so when Christmas comes. So my last memorable Christmas, and I think you already helped me, but I just want to kind of give this testimony, was 2014. And I'm going to try not to get emotional, and y'all can walk me through this. If y'all we need to do a session right here, we can do it. And I was married to my last husband, and I never forget, this Christmas was like the best Christmas in my whole entire life. It was the best Christmas I remember from the time I was a little girl, because my dad always made our Christmases, and my parents always made our Christmases special. Anything, we give them a list, and we would get literally almost everything on the list. But as you get older, you get your own children, your list just starts dwindling down, and then you end up getting nothing. But nevertheless, this particular, I was married at the time, and this particular Christmas, oh my God, 2014 was like the best Christmas. I mean, when I say everything on my list I wanted, my husband at the time got it for me, and he got the same thing for my children. And it was like, even my family was like, oh my God, did y'all hit the lottery? I mean, one of my siblings asked me this at our Christmas event, and it was just engraved. And that next year, we were divorced. And so that's when I saw the shift in my mindset for Christmas. I said, we're not doing Christmas like that. We're not doing Christmas with gifts anymore. We're just going to go and we're going to recreate our Christmas, because I don't want to remember the fact that that was the best Christmas. Actually, I said I want to remember that as the best Christmas I ever had. I don't want not 2000 and the next year Christmas not to get it wasn't the same thing. I wanted that because that's one of my love language is gift giving, right? And so I started to recreate by giving, because that's my love language. So me giving. So I told my children, on Christmas, don't expect anything. I'm not doing it on Christmas. If I give you something, it will be money. You can go the day after Christmas, you can go the day before Christmas, you can go the week before Christmas. But we're not focusing on that, because the world has changed it into this big thing where it's just gifts for people. And really the meaning of it has just been deteriorated. So that's when I created that and recreated a new memory of us giving out. We would go downtown or to Detroit, or we'll go to a hotel, and we actually spend Christmas at a hotel outside of our living quarters, and then we will celebrate Christmas with each other on Christmas Eve, like I said, and then we will go give out. One year we went to rehab. My sister, Kiana, who's now saved, sanctified, delivered, she was in rehab this one Christmas. Yep, and we were able to go down there and help and sit with her at rehab and just bring her gifts and then also give out. So I think I still have a dissonance when it comes to the whole gift giving. Everybody just being so rat and ravens over the gifts, and it was I felt the click, I felt the shift after that Christmas, and we never had. All our Christmases have been good, but it was something about that Christmas that shifted me. So is that good or bad that I recreated that?
It's not bad. It's good, because you think about it, you're giving out to those that have less. Mm-hmm. Those that don't have anything. So now what you did was, that was the ultimate Christmas. You got everything you wanted. You had unlimited gifts that was given to you by those that you love.
Yeah.
So now you recreated it, you repackaged it. So now you're giving ultimate gifts to those that don't have anything.
Right.
So what you're doing is the same feeling you got, that you're giving it to so many other people every single year.
That's
because
good.
Now instead of you receiving it, you're giving it. These people don't have much; they have very little, and the smallest gesture is the most fantastic thing that you could do for them. So you taking your time out, and your family taking your time out during this time of the year where most people are more focused on Black Friday sales and turkey.
Right.
You're more worried about making this the most fantastic Christmas for them. Mm-hmm. So you recreate it. So it's not a bad thing; it's a positive thing. And it's still not putting any bad light on what happened on your last favorite Christmas. Mm-hmm. What it did, it planted a seed in your mind that now I'm going to give this same thing to everybody else that I can come into contact.
Wow.
That is the best gift that you can get. So you can't view it as that was like the last great Christmas that I had. It's actually the beginning of the greatest Christmas that you're giving away every year.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Wow. Give it up. That's good, because I did kind of feel like that feeling of giving was ignited in that season that happened to me. Mm-hmm. Martha, Dr. Martha?
And I want you to also, my husband, Pastor Stephen said, I don't want you to take a thought on that you lost something, because it can be easy to combine the fact that with the words that you said, that was my last greatest Christmas. Every Christmas beyond that is a great Christmas, because when you leave that thought right there, then you allow your mind subconsciously to say that I have a fear of giving during the holiday season because it is going to equate to a loss. Because that was a great Christmas, and then after that you had a loss. Right. And so say that was a great Christmas. I enjoyed it, and that helped to propel me forward to now recreate what I felt in that very moment for everybody else.
Wow. Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. For y'all, some of you that might be dealing with loss around the holidays, this is a great way for you to recreate whatever you lost. Don't consider the loss. Consider what you can recreate of the memories you can recreate. Oh my goodness. So let's, did you have something else you want to say?
No.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
I did want to say this. There's never, it's all for our good, no matter what happens.
That's so true.
So the seed that was planted from any event in our lives that doesn't feel good, plants a seed so that it gives you purpose for others.
Right.
Is what it's doing. So now you have to, in your mind, don't give the enemy any strength over anything in your life by putting it in a box and saying this part right here was negative because this happened. No. Because of this, now I have the fuel and the purpose to feed this situation and these wants and needs for others because of what God had allowed me to go through. Wow. Is how we have to view it.
I love it. I love it. You have to view things on the side of what's positive, and that's I love that, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, seeing the silver and the lining in the sky. Whatever you got to do, that subconscious, to get that subconscious mind together. So, what are you all doing for the holiday? You have any plans for Christmas?
We haven't finalized anything yet. I myself, I don't like cold weather. I like it hot. I like going. I'm used to Miami weather.
Yeah.
So that's why North Carolina's as far north as I'm willing to go. But for a few days, I wouldn't mind the mountains because I like the quietness, the solitude early in the morning when there's nobody around. And you step outside and there's snow falling and you got a cup of coffee in your hand.
Oh my God.
That's peace.
I would love that, like at a cabin, huh? Like at a cabin, in a cabin.
Yeah, I would love to do that this year.
That would definitely be cool. A cabin Christmas with a fireplace and all that good stuff. I want to do something different.
Yes.
So I want to do something different. I'm gonna see, what we're gonna look into doing something different. I plan on being out of town. So we will see what God says. Listen, let's talk about one more thing. When it comes to relationships, period, whether it's the holidays or not, give our viewers something that you all do to help others to navigate through relationships by being solutionists. I know you said you have your own practice there, and you all are helping others with it. Blended. What's the name of the company again?
Blended into one.
I love it. So to talk about that a little bit, let's talk more about what you all do so our viewers can understand that we ain't just got y'all on here, y'all just looking handsome and pretty. And y'all the cutest couple. And y'all have knowledge. They help a lot of people. So I want you all, I want to introduce y'all, if you haven't met the Rushings, to the Rushings. And they are a power couple. They have a show here on the one called Pillow Talk. When does your show come on? When does your show come on?
We right now we're still taping some of them.
Okay.
So we don't have an official airing date yet. It's Pillow Talk with the Rushings.
Pillow Talk with the Rushings,
and
honey.
Just basically giving folks advice on their blended marriage, or if it's not blended. Either way, it's just to enhance and find the positive aspects of their marriage so that they can have a forever divinely connection.
Because it's two people blended into one.
Blended into one, because the Bible says, and the two shall become one. Talk about that a little bit, because that's a deep scripture, and people don't get it, I don't think. Talk about what that means, really, to be blended as one.
Well, the best thing that I can equate it to is, the Bible clearly says you leave your loved ones and you cleave to your husband and you cleave to your wife. And you have to literally, when you think of the term cleave, you're like you're holding on to with dear life,
right?
And it basically the mindset, and it's not anything negative,
right?
So it's not battling or anything like that, but it literally is, when you're married, it's us against everything else.
Oh, I like that. Us against the world. I like that. Yes, Bonnie and Clyde.
And not in a negative way.
I know.
Some people could put a negative tone on that.
Yeah. It's not we're not beating up this person or we're battling that person. Nothing
Right out
like
there
that.
robbing banks.
Unless, yeah. Now, unless we're playing, unless.
Uh-oh. Oh, somebody must have called him.
All right, sorry, it
That's
messed
okay.
up on us. Sorry. And unless it's something like we're playing, Uno or Family Feud
Right.
or something like that, then it's us against y'all.
Right,
But,
right. Then it's a
you
competition.
know,
I love it.
other than that, it's us against. It's when you put the connotation is the world. I'm not letting anything interfere with my marriage. I'm not letting anything interfere with our relationship. This is my best friend. This is my confidant. This is my partner in business. This is my stripper. This is my everything.
Lord,
That's
I
the way
thank you.
be with it.
Can you stretch your hands out to the men on the line? Any men? Lord, pray for them. Pray for them. We need some more
Yeah, and
Stevens.
that's
We need
true.
some more Apostle
Listen.
Wesses. We need some more Apostle Wayne T's.
I try to tell folks the way we are in public is the same way we are in private.
I've seen y'all in private, so this is real. Yeah, for
There's
sure.
people who have stayed with us for literally at years at a time. Families that God has said we had to let them in, and they stayed with us in our home, and we took care of them. They saw us inside and out, and we literally tried to make sure that we paint a picture of our marriage that's so beautiful it's hanging in everybody else's home.
Ooh.
That's what we want to do.
Ooh! Ooh! Wait a minute. The testimony for me that I heard, part of y'all testimony is when Martha's ex-husband, God told you to have him come stay with y'all. That one rocks my whole entire world. That needs to be a whole series of movies.
For 3 years.
For 3 years.
Yes. And the thing about it
And then
is,
thank you.
Yeah, yeah, and God told, and Martha was just shocked, and I said, "Listen, I'm asking you if you're comfortable, but I still got to do it because this is what God is telling me to do."
Do it. Oh my God.
So he moved in. Unfortunately, he had lost his job. He lost his apartment. So he stayed with us for 3 years till God got him on his feet. But it was the thing about it. It was so many layers of obedience and lessons that was taught through there because I thought the whole time I was there just to be a servant to help. He learned, he got time to spend with his daughter that he normally didn't before.
Right.
He was able to get on his feet. He was able to get his credit managed. Like, he was able to do so many things. The whole time God was preparing him because now he got married and then ended up moving up north and got a job up there.
Wow. Come on, give it up for obedience.
For me, the lesson was, for me, the lesson was I got to learn how to minister to men that were broken because of past problems that they saw in their households. Daddy issues, mommy issues. Like, I was able to speak life into him. So he ended up giving his life to Christ. He ended up getting baptized because of me.
Being active in the ministry.
And that's what I didn't know. I was learning something at the same time. God was preparing me for the role of pastor because at that time I wasn't.
Come on.
But he was teaching me to do that. Plus this business that we're doing now so that we can speak life into men that are broken, into marriages that are trying to keep them whole. So I learned that part. And then the most gratifying part was he sent me a message he sent me a personal message, a text message that now that he was married, he wanted to thank me. That watching me for 3 years, watching the way I interacted with his ex-wife, the way I interacted with his daughter, the way that we spent time together, taught him how to be a husband that he never knew how, taught him how to be a father that he never knew how, taught him how to be a man of God that he never knew how. And he sent me that, and it was the most touching thing, and I've kept that message to remind me when those moments get that I'm not sure if I'm able to really help this person because of what's going on with them. I was like, if I could help a man that was previously married to my wife and is living with us, I can help anybody. You can.
Come on, give it up for that right there, honey. I'm about to shout. You paid the cost to be the boss. You have experienced something that I don't think many have experienced, or anybody that I know personally, but maybe somebody in this world, in this nation. But did you allow God to give you a command and you obeyed it to let, I don't know if y'all just tune in. We were just talking about relationships here with the Rushings, and they are in business together, in ministry together, helping blend together as one, families and relationships, whether you're married, not married, get married, in all the ships, relationships, situationships, kinships, platonic or romantic, listen, friendships. So they have been talking to us today, and they was just sharing their testimony on how it got so deep that God was preparing, especially Pastor Rushing, for pastorship, and also the heart of a pastor. That's definitely the heart of a pastor, and not some just man. No, men, hear me. If you need to tag your. We about to get off here, but I need y'all to tag on replay. Share this with every man you know. You do not see this. This man of God said God told him to have his wife's ex-husband come live with them, because he had got down on his he was in a dumps a little bit, and it was the father of Martha's oldest daughter, Brianna. And so this is a powerful testimony. I'm telling you, powerful. This man of God stayed with them for 3 years. I'm recapping. Stay. For those who didn't hear it in the back, I need you to understand that your obedience is not about you. It's about who God is going to bless through you and your obedience. Come on, somebody. That's a whole word. And I need you to understand that this man is married now. He's on his feet. He's saved. He worked in ministry, and and God has blessed him, and he came back to thank them. Who would have thunk? Who could have did it? Could you have done that? Could you have had your your wife's ex-husband live with you? You gotta. I remember one time on your testimony, you said you had to. You came down and he was cooking dinner. His wife beater or cooking breakfast or something. That is hilarious.
He was cooking breakfast for his daughter and our daughter.
This is amazing. I commend the God in y'all. This is amazing. Go ahead, Pastor.
And see, God stripped so much from him because he was working so many hours, he was barely seeing his daughter.
Wow.
So God had to strip everything from him
so he can get
have him reset and then be realigned by watching. So we have to realize sometimes God will put us in a position of rest, whether we want it or not, so that we can learn to move forward in life.
Wow. Listen, y'all heard it right here on In The Know. You want to connect with this couple. Talk about what y'all do, how they can get in touch with you all.
So we have a private practice in Concord, North Carolina, and we do several things. We do intensive, where we will do it in-house. We'll do it virtually, or we do offer where we will come to your local city, town, state, wherever you are located, and we will do intensive. Our intensive is a whole day or 2 days, depending on your need. We also do hourly sessions, but we work with married couples. We work with premarital couples, and we work with couples in relationship. We have a 100% success rate.
For real. I'm a witness.
100% success rate. Nothing is too hard for our God. Because yes, I am a licensed psychologist. I am a doctor. My husband is a counselor. Yes, but we operate in the realms of the spirit, and God takes over every single interaction and encounter that we have with couples. So you will never, ever, ever experience any therapy or counseling like what we offer, because it is not us that you are meeting with. It is the God in us that you are meeting with, and the God in us is then transforming the foundation of the relationship that you are in. So if you are ready to do the work, we are ready to work with you.
Come on. Go ahead, Pastor. I got a question. Do y'all have, like, say for instance, whole families, like the children? So when you say blended, because I think about blended families too, when you say blended into one, I also think about blended families also have to come together and mesh together well. So that's kind of, and also the one.
Blended in the whole is not just like two families coming together, but blended. And the reason God gave us blended, because there's so many variations of being blended.
Yeah, I love it. Yes. I love it. So, that's powerful. Pastor?
Yeah, the blended could be just the husband and wife. It could be with the children. It could be bonus children. It could be because of races. It could be, Hispanic, Culture. Black. It could be anything. It
Religion?
could be background.
Yeah, religion.
Yeah. Religion. It doesn't matter. Children also, everything is included.
Yeah.
And I try.
Okay.
And I have a thirst for making sure, like I always joke around that I borrowed it from one of the presidents. We want to make marriage great again.
Yay!
So I have a thirst for marriages, but mainly I have a thirst to make sure that men are where they need to be as the head in the kingdom. Too many of us fall through the cracks because of what the enemy in life is doing. So I counsel men to help them get where they need to go. I let the Holy Spirit use me when I'm in here with them. And whatever it is that comes out is for their good.
Can I ask you this? Not to cut you off. Are the men receptive? Are they receptive? Do they understand?
So wait, before you answer. So every single man that has encountered my husband, right? They come in and they're like, she dragged me here to that. And the moment that they begin to encounter him, like they turn into a completely different person.
Wow.
You can ask them all. One of them keeps saying that I'm the
secret sauce. Yes, the secret sauce. Like we literally have had couples to come and spend the weekend with us here in North Carolina. Powerful. So that they can have intensive with us for 2 days, literally.
Oh my God! So you do premarital too? So someone's dating.
Yeah.
I got some. Yeah. I can't wait to talk to y'all. We need to talk.
We do premarital as well. I'm trying by the end of this week. I have a 30-day men's devotional.
Yes, go.
I am so geeked about this
is powerful. Give it up. Congratulations, Pastor Russian.
I need you to pull away for a while. And I do. Okay. And then he just instructs me what I need to put down as what I've been doing. I'm not rushing it. I'm not, not to pun my name rushing, but I'm not rushing it. I'm just trying to get it done when the Holy Spirit tells me to, because every day that's on there is purposely and intentional for what some men have been through or what they need to get where they need to go.
Come on, somebody,
and give it literally, it's just to build a kingdom.
Come on, give it up for the Rushings. Y'all tune in. Soon their show will be out. Pillow Talk with the Rushings. I'm going to call you Apostle. Pastor Rushing. Y'all establish some family so you could be apostolic family distribution center or something. This is amazing what God is doing. I definitely can't wait to talk to y'all. The premarital thing, I just think it's important that premarital counseling is, and even when you're dating, even in the dating or the navigating through the dating process of getting to know a person, I think it's important to have that extra added coverage with wise counsel. The Bible declares that there is safety in the multitude of counsel, right? Mm-hmm. So just reach out to them. How can they reach you all? Via social media?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can find us through social media, either our own individual pages. Okay. You can also find us you can also contact us through Healing Hearts. We don't have the Facebook page up yet for blended into one, but we are about to finish that up as well as a website.
Are you still doing your Clubhouse? Are you doing your Clubhouse too? Pillow Talk?
Yes, Mondays at 6:30 p.m.
Okay, so if you're on Clubhouse, make sure you catch them on Mondays at 6 p.m. They do Pillow Talk on Clubhouse. Then Martha Russian. Is it Dr. Martha Russian on Facebook?
It's just Martha Rushing.
Martha Rushing, and then they're putting it at the bottom of the screen and also in the comments. So, and also Stephen Rushing, and also Healing Hearts don't have a page, but how can they contact you if they want to get into counseling for you all for the intensive, for the marriage, for the relationships, since we're talking about relationships?
Do they
have a number? Do you have a number? Oh, email. Okay.
Yeah, they can email. They can email me at martha.healinghearts@gmail.com.
That's martha.healinghearts@gmail.com. If you want more information on how you can reach the Rushings to have your family blended as one, honey, I love it. Give it up. Thank you all for coming to share this opportunity. This time with us, talking about relationships during these holiday seasons. I'm ready for some chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Yeah.
I love you all. Yeah, right. I love it. I decree and declare the next Christmas, this holiday season, I will be in a beautiful blended as one relationship with my kingdom spouse. I love you all. You all are an inspiration to me and so many more. So thank you again for joining us here at In the Know, unveiling the greatness in you. Listen, y'all, this has been the Russians. Give it up. Come on, see y'all.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so we are going to get out of here. I just want to do a few announcements really quick. We have our sponsors. Well, let me just say this. We are giving away a Christmas dinner, and I believe this is the last opportunity for you to actually put your own nomination in or nominate someone who may need just that extra added to their Christmas dinner. We're going to give away a gift card for you to go and get your Christmas fixings or holiday fixings or whatever you eat during this holiday season. I want something different. I plan on being out of town, but I want to bless In the Know 313 In the Know. Unveiling the greatness in you wants to bless someone in this holiday season for Christmas, for your dinner. So if you know someone, go ahead and inbox us or email us at intheknowdetroit@gmail.com. That's intheknowdetroit@gmail.com. And we're going to pick the winner, and the winner will be announced on our December 20th show, and where you will be able to you will hear your name announced or your family name announced, and you will be able to we'll get that gift card to you so you can go and shop and get what you need for Christmas or the holidays, whatever you call it these days. It's all good because it's all God. So we like to be blessed, a blessing. I talked to the Russians about how I like to really give around this time. I'm a sower, I'm a giver anyway. But at the same time, we want to do something as a community, this show, and I want to bless someone. We want to bless someone with a Christmas meal. So let us know if that's you. Let us know why you think you should be blessed with a Christmas meal. And we'll go through those entries and we'll pick a winner, and it may be you. So make sure, or if you want to nominate somebody, let us know. We also want to thank our sponsors. We have Damanisha Boutique. She is helping us with our look. Not tonight. I have a different outfit on tonight for our look, but we want to make sure she is one of our sponsors. So also Detroit Nail Geek. She does my nails. And also for those who do my hair, Harmony Williams and also Raven Coats. Thank you all. Y'all keep a girl looking good. Rashida the Glam Doctor, Rashida LaShawn and the Glam Doctor. Her team make sure our makeup is right. So we also have RoyalBlingShop.com, who helps us with lots of looks as well, with the t-shirts, with the bling looks. So we're just so excited to have all you a part of this great movement within the know. So we're going to be back next week with another holiday show. We're going to be talking to none other than one of a business leader in this community. God is doing some great things in her life, and we're going to talk about what God is doing. And she has a book out and some things that she's doing in real estate, and we want to make sure we feature her. We're going to be featuring different businesses throughout the holiday season, so you can actually patronize these businesses and you'll be able to buy books and reach out to them. Maybe you're looking for a new home. We're going to be talking to Tania Mosley. So we're looking forward to seeing you next week on In the Know, Monday nights at 8 p.m. right here on the one.tv. Have a great night. We'll see you next week.